Welcome back to Berry Life, bringing you delicious vegan and vegetarian recipes from around the world. We're so excited to share today's recipe. If you're a foodie, you're probably already familiar with chili crisp. It's a condiment sweeping the globe. And if you haven't, you're in for a revelation. In China, they've been making chili oil for centuries. The oil is heated and poured over the ingredients to create the infusion. However, chili crisp is different from your tableside chili oil. Where chili oil is generally a lighter variety, chili crisp is more robust in flavors and texture. When done right, it is an umami-rich combination that's salty, savory, crunchy, and usually spicy. Or as referred to in modern times, a flavor bomb. What can you put it on? The sky's the limit. As you can see, we enjoy it on just about anything. So let's begin. We'll start by chopping some chilies. We have a few fresh Thai chilies here. Chili crisp is about complexity and depth of flavor, so we'll be using a combination of fresh and dried chilies. Did you know? Chilies were not native to China, which is hard to believe considering the variety of chilies found in China and the recipes of Chinese cuisine. Peppers or chilies were actually introduced to China around the 16th century via the Silk Road. Traders brought them all the way from South America to China. Then we'll slice 6 to 7 garlic cloves. We're looking for thin slices like this. This is about 1/4 cup. Next we'll dice some shallots. We have 2 large shallots. That should yield about 1 cup. We're looking for a fine dice, or brunoise. Chili crisp has been around a really long time. Almost every restaurant or chef in China makes their own variation. While everyone knew how to make it, it wasn't mass-produced until 1997, when Tao Huabi from the Guizhou province in China began selling Laogan Ma spicy chili crisp. Laogan Ma translates to old grandmother. Today we're paying homage to this culinary monolith by creating our own humble yet supremely delicious variation. Now we're upping the game. Here we have a dried shiitake mushroom. It's packed with an earthy savoriness that's going to add that lip-smacking flavor that you can't quite put your finger on. We'll slice it thinly one way, and then work it until it's broken down. Fresh mushrooms have a limited shelf life. Not a problem with dry mushrooms. These are great to have in the pantry and easy to rehydrate. Very convenient and cost-effective. Perfect for soups, broths, or other recipes. This looks good. Now for our secret ingredient, roasted seaweed. This is going to be another flavor enhancer. Seaweed is a natural source of MSG, so with this, we don't need to add any additional MSG. We'll grind it down as much as possible with a knife, but you can also use a food processor. With the preparation out of the way, we'll assemble all the dry ingredients, starting with a couple of spoonfuls of Sichuan peppercorns, along with a couple of spoonfuls of roasted Sichuan peppercorn powder. We'll use both for texture and spice. These peppercorns are unique in that they contain an oil that numbs your tongue and makes your lips tingle. These are a must. There are no substitutes. Next, for the spices, we'll go with Chinese 5-spice combination of star anise, cinnamon, cloves, and black cardamom. Then we'll add the mushroom powder, roasted seaweed, dried red chili flakes, and red chili pepper powder. This will enhance the color. We'll also add a teaspoon of mushroom bouillon. It's optional, but it makes the mushroom flavor more intense. And lastly, sesame seeds for a nice crunch. Putting the bowl aside, we'll warm up some oil. With the heat off, we'll add 3 cups of neutral cooking oil to a pan. We're using safflower oil here. You can use peanut oil or soybean oil as well. Then to it we'll add the diced shallots and the fresh Thai chilies. Then we'll turn on the heat to medium and allow the shallots to crisp up and turn golden. Depending on your stove, this should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Every few minutes we'll stir it to make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom and burning. Keep an eye on this because as the shallots fry, they can burn easily. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content. When the shallots begin to turn slightly brown, we'll remove them from the heat, and using a strainer, we'll separate the shallots from the oil. This step is relatively dangerous, as you're working with hot oil, so it's best to be prepared with the strainer and the bowl ahead of time. These look really good. GBD. golden brown and delicious. This is what we're looking for. As they cool down, they'll become crunchy. We'll pat these down to remove the excess oil. The shallots will transfer to a bowl, and then we'll add the oil back to the pan. This right here is a labor of love, but the end result will make it totally worth it. Then to the oil, we'll add the garlic slices and grated ginger. Now we'll turn the heat back on again and fry until the garlic turns lightly golden. This should take about 5 minutes since the oil is still pretty hot. This looks good. Now we'll take it off the heat and strain again. The reason we fry the shallots and the garlic separately is due to different amount of moisture in each and the cut size. Because shallots have more moisture, they take longer to cook. If we add the garlic to the shallots, the garlic would burn before the shallots are cooked through. These are fried beautifully, nice and flaky. The garlic and ginger we can add to the bowl with the shallots. Now for the third time, we'll heat up the oil and get it to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the oil is hot, we'll take it off the heat and gently pour it over the dry ingredients in our bowl. Oh man, this sizzle of the oil as it pours over the ingredients is one of the most satisfying sounds ever. So if for nothing else, make this recipe to experience the sizzle for yourself. It's not just about the sound, it smells amazing. I can already taste the flavors. As they say, the nose knows. Now we'll give it a stir and allow it to sit to cool down for about 30 to 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, the oil will have penetrated all the ingredients and should become a deeper red color. We'll fish out the whole spices as best we can. Then we'll add the crispy bits we fried earlier, along with 1 tablespoon of roasted sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of black vinegar, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. Now we'll add a couple of spoons of spicy black bean paste. You can also add fermented black beans if you have them, along with a spoonful of doubanjian, a spicy broad bean chili paste. Then we'll give it a stir. That's it, chili crisp is ready. This can be enjoyed right away, but we generally leave it overnight to allow the flavors to meld. In the Berry household, we are obsessed with chili crisp, and we're so glad we can share this recipe with you all. Please let us know in the comments below your favorite way to enjoy chili crisp. There you have it. Taste the Guizhou province in the comfort of your own home. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Be sure to check out our other great recipes and don't forget to subscribe for more great content. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!